Well, it was good. We played back to back, so it was good to give the guys a day yesterday. That they got to lift and take care of their bodies, and then get off and rest and recuperate, which is extremely important in a tournament like this. You want to be healthy and playing your best basketball, and to do that you need energy. And then today we were able to do a solid practice and get some stuff done coming off rest. And as a coach, you're obviously always wary of their energy, their legs, and so trying to find the sweet spot of getting a bunch of stuff done but not killing them.
Now, I guess you guys are moving into the playoff phase of this tournament. How do you reconcile that with the player development side of this, the fact that now it's a win or go home portion of the summer too?
Well, this is it's going to be a challenge for me specifically and the coaching staff to always keep the big picture in mind. And we can't get caught up. Obviously I want to win the championship. We want to win the championship. The organization wants to win the championship. But we still got to keep the big picture in mind, and it's going to be a constant reminder, and I'm going to live that motto. And so we're going to do everything we can to go out there and win this thing under the guidelines of doing what's best for our players to get better.
It's kind of like a throwback to like a college tournament where you don't know who your opponent's going to be until the day, like the night before, basically.
Yeah, it's really fun. It's it's cool, and it's cool that we got a bye so we can watch the two teams, and it's like the NCAA tournament, and there's nothing better than win or go home.
Will you be scouting each of those games?
Of course. Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be watching.
I guess now I'm curious to find out, what's the feedback been for you from the front office and the coaches who are all here as you develop with the main guys, basically Norman, DeLon, Bruno? What's the feedback been, the story with those guys?
I haven't gotten any feedback. I don't know. They're probably waiting to see what happens. I don't, as long as, we're doing things professionally the right way, and the guys are getting better, and, I'm hoping that they're pleased. I have no idea if they are or not, but, I think we're doing everything that we can to try to, put on a good showing for our organization.
How happy is not just yourself but the coaching staff to have this group that is this excited about playing defense, about moving the ball, just sort of playing the right way, which isn't always what you see during summer league when you have individual guys trying to show what they can do?
Yeah, I think that's why they got the #1 seed. It's so simple, but it's so hard to accomplish. If you play hard together on defense and you share the ball, you're gonna win. It's not rocket science, but it's really hard to accomplish. And they've done that for 3 games, and we'll see if we can continue that.
Having 2 older rookies, draft picks in Norman and DeLon, who've also gotten to play against each other over the years, is that fun to get to coach guys who sort of already had a bit of a background and a history with each other?
Yeah, no, they have really complemented each other well. They got a kind of an instant chemistry out on the floor together, and it's going to be fun to watch those two develop, in the next couple of years.
What's been the most surprising thing that you have seen, surprising or impressive thing that you've seen from each of them through the first 3 games?
I was expecting Norm, obviously to really excel defensively. I didn't expect him to be averaging 20 points a game, and he's done a really nice job, and he's done it within the team. He hasn't, gone out there and jacked a bunch of shots, so that's been really impressive. DeLon, you always have an expectation, no matter if a guy played 4 years in college or not, to struggle in a summer league as a point guard under duress, because the game is, different. They pressure full court and all that. And to see his composure and how he's handled that pressure has been a surprise.
He was talking about spending the last 3 summers playing at the Drew League in LA, and he said how the spacing, just playing on an NBA court that way, had helped him. He felt like it had helped him this way, just realized some of the passes he could make, whereas other guys, it took them a bit of time to adjust to the spacing and the pressure.
Yeah, the NBA game and college game are so different. Yeah. And spacing is one thing that you really see is completely different. Even where coaches put the guys, is different. And so anytime you're playing, NBA type environments, it's going to help you And especially like a point guard who's like a crafty guy like he is, that spacing is crucial for you to find the right play.
Obviously, you look at Norman and you can tell that he has an athletic frame, but did you know he had the ability to throw down some of the dunks that he was doing?
I mean, we obviously knew he was a great athlete, and we saw that when he came in for his draft workout. But you know, still, until you get out and you roll the ball out and you see, you never know. And you know, there's some great athletes that don't really show it in games when you put bodies on the court. And he's, you know, strong and explosive enough that he's shown it out there on the court, which is, you know, it's impressive.